Former world champion making his way back to the top 10 of the War3Champions ladder. SoYma on the other side has been a household name in the Master and Grandmaster parts, also oftentimes participating in our weekly cups and also making it to the monthly finals of our weekly cups. And I'm curious to see how Grubby plays against Night Elf. I know a little bit. I heard that people say he's going Farseer now versus Orc. Watch more SoYma videos, everybody. He is grinding the Grubby replays unlike any other. He's doing what we are supposed to be doing, I guess. SoYma, I would say a rather standard Night Elf in terms of style. He's no Jens that comes around with Keeper of the Grove a lot. He's trying to like emulate the meta. And the meta seems to be quite stable at the moment for Night Elf and Orc. It is oftentimes Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, Grunt Raider, Walker versus Dryads and Bears with Demon Hunter Keeper. We will have in-game sound as soon as the spamming stops, which I guess is now. So, Concealed Hill is the map with the fountains. And Blade Master's on the way. How aggressive are we doing this? Wisp already down, but SoYma's wide awake. I should probably do it this so we can select the Blade Master at all times. This matchup is oftentimes determined, like not determined, accompanied by a rather slow early and mid game. It's a lot of build up, it's a lot of preparation. You have 2 carry heroes, no doubt about that. Demon Hunter, best hero in the game by far. I saw you in the chat, Young Feng, when you made fun of me saying that, but that is totally fine. It is the best hero in the game, for my opinion. Against the Blade Master, who is one of the hardest hitting heroes in the game. Lacks a little bit in terms of tankiness, though. Grubby not shy of going aggressively across the map. If you attack, you cannot be attacked. That's oftentimes how it goes. Otherwise, we have a base trade, and that rarely kind of happens. Voodoo Launch in the middle is an interesting take. Easier accessibility, but also just straight out there. Marius Tudor, 5 gifted subs. My man. Thank you, Marius. Also with us for a long time. Much appreciated. So as I say, the early and mid game is all about setup. Setup for the tech. Setup for the units. Creeping up a little bit. Setting up item builds. And Grubby doesn't seem to be a big fan of that. Seems to be one of the Blade Masters, which I appreciate. I always appreciate a good Blade Master over a good, let's say, Farseer. It's just so elegant.
We're under attack.
Also, I'm very much into swords after playing Expedition 33 for like 2 weeks straight. But I had this opinion before as well. So SoYma can't get much done, and his Huntress Hall is in shambles after this one. Ouchie. Yep, that hurt. That hurt. Mr. Rayman, thank you very much. What do you need? What do you think of Sparta ugly gif? In the morning, you need acid for your eyes. Yeah, Sparta is turning full boomer, man. It's disgusting, and Sparta needs to be removed from Discords. Thank you for your support, man. So, losing the Huntress Hall here is a horrible thing that shouldn't happen to you, because now you can't build lores. It's the prerequisite for Ancients of Lore, which you need for Dryads and Bears, both the units that you want in this very matchup. So at the moment, SoYma can't get a single foot on the ground. Very cool how much you can get done. even grunts were here, committed, which can sometimes be a risk. If they run into a keeper, they're most likely dead.
Work complete.
But Grubby knowing all the timings, keeper's only coming in 13 seconds, and you're already far away. In the meantime, double bestiary. So Grubby sees no tech, Grubby sees no lures. That means he has a lot of time. And to be fair, historically, Grubby has always been more on the lamer side of things, I would say, or strategic attacks towards enemy bases. Let's call it that. And with raiders, that's perfectly doable. Speed scroll? SoYma not spamming Entangle. Is he not in range for this Blade Master, maybe? Ah, there we go. There we go. And that was maybe a little careless. Blade Master falls, but denied by the Shadow Hunter. Sweet!
Ready to ride.
A grunt finally gets punished. This one was probably not gonna be denied. But yeah, looks like a deliberate Blade Master dono
We're under attack.
to get him back in like 30 seconds. Super fast. Just don't lose the Shadow Hunter. Both heroes on both sides. Very, very similar role. We got the carry, Blade Master, Demon Hunter. We got the supporters in Keeper and Shadow Hunter. SoYma with the lovely block, but Grubby with the counter block.
Ready to ride.
And this is already more action-packed than your usual Night Elf Orc, I would say. One disable ability after the next. Blade Master is back. Coming in the shadows. The Keeper is not using the Info Potion. Oh, SoYma. A little bit of an oversight. I got surprised by Grubby. And now the Demon Hunter has a TP. Could maybe hide in the shadows. But there is dust already. Raider turned to the right-hand side for a bit. Gets killed by the Dryad. So it's not... for free. It's a trade eventually.
We're under attack.
So SoYma stabilizing a tiny little bit with the Dryads by getting a slap in the face with that Keeper kill. And the Town Portal forced.
Ready to ride. We're under attack.
Grubby has a little bit of an issue. Once we got bears, raiders don't cut it anymore. At least if you want to fight straight up at some point. But there's only the bear tech. There's no actual bear. So there's deer on the menu tonight. Raiders do pretty good damage versus Dryads. They do abysmal damage versus anything else except buildings.
Research complete.
I've said for quite a while that I like this Raider opener a lot more. Just gives you a lot of flexibility and just presence on the map. So there's a less chance of an overwhelming Demon Hunter who's just keep on grinding, keep on farming, and is level 4 at some point very early on. Keeping the Night Elf in check seems like the logical thing to do.
What do you think of Spider Ugly GIF in the morning he needs Alsora in the eyes?
Yes, Mr. Rayman. We all need a bit of acid in our eyes after seeing Sparta in the morning. It's kind of funny that Night Elf, Undead, and Orc supply buildings all have a special function or ability, but not humans. The farm just does nothing. But it's the cheapest as well. It's the budget version. Yeah, let's be honest, the units and heroes do enough already, right? So, SoYma under pressure. This expo cannot come up. And it should be relatively easy cancelable. But that's the classic Grubby playstyle, dude. It could be 2004. It could be 2008. It could be any period in time where this man has played against Night Elves. And a bunch of raiders are in the enemy main. Maybe it's also a bit like I don't think it's a secret that Grubby doesn't like this matchup very much. It never has. I think he would agree that there is a certain bias. Maybe it's also just punishing them for being Night Elves. Because playing against this is not pretty. It's not the elegant, we fight all the time style.
We're under attack. Research complete.
It's very, very, very annoying. You have a plan, you want to execute it. All of a sudden, there's 10 raiders in your base and might kill your tree. But yeah, as we said, they are very bad at fighting. And it's interesting to me that Grubby is making no transition to walkers at all. Getting caught in the middle. Nice awareness by SoYma that this is happening. And he's the punisher now for that first base attack and for the hero kills that we've seen before. But Expo is up without any big movements towards the bottom right. Grubby not even spending time killing that. Oh, the assessment that Shadow Hunter and Grunt is enough while the raiders can hit the base, where of course Pillage is researched and he gets money from killing Moonwells. So this is punished. SoYma, no extra income. This is punished. Extra income for Grubby. Speed scroll is not available. What the heal wave is. Dryads can still reach for a lot of crowd control. Keeper is coming in for another entangle. Could be 2 raiders falling. Maybe more. Oh, that Keeper again. This time. Invul. How fast was the redo applied after that Invul? That was like in sync. Is there a macro? Did SoYma build himself a macro for Invul redo? That was, I think, frame perfect.
Ready to ride.
But yeah, tier 3 is there. And bears are now very, very good at raising bases. Unlike dryads were. SoYma can fight. SoYma can raise bases. SoYma would be faster when we go into a creeping game. This is why usually after a double beastery opener, at some point you transition into a Torrent Totem and Walkers to also get some damage. Grubby has different ideas though. He remembered once again, this is a Night Elf, FCK Elf. Grubby basically is living according to our merchandise, one can say. Merch.backtowwarcraft.com if you think like Grubby. SoYma thinks, nice raider you got there. Would be a shame if there's entangle.
We're under attack.
I love that play by SoYma, having a split bear. But I love that Grubby has an answer already with that Kodo. So careful with the zap, just buying time. Bear and Kodo dance a little bit. Peon block. Up. There we go. No cooldown on Devour, right? Incredible. It's funny to see how there's already an answer to an obstacle that's just building, basically. So nice. We got another tree, but with the Zeppelin, you can just fly between the bases. Punch here, move away, punch there. In the meantime, defend the few punches that are here. Oh, but the Demon Hunter has had enough. That Demon Hunter has had enough of these Kodo shenanigans. Bear, back we are. So annoying, man. So annoying. At some point, I'd love to see like a hippo from SoYma. Good patience. Hex! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! That's not great. Demon Hunter doesn't have a town portal because it's on the keeper. Rip the H. Rip the H. Yeah, I don't think you can rely on a staff when you're up against mass raiders. Not particularly great at fighting, but pretty damn great at disabling.
Research complete.
That's an expensive one. Bot back, so we good? Looks like someone else thought D8 was invincible. Ah, SoYma is rather on your side than on mine. Zeppelin! Microing the blade. Oh boy, there's so many hurt units. What an excellent evacuation with the speed scroll now on the raiders as well. Holy, what a save. Dude. Well, Grubby had that air taxi when he needed it. And some time to heal now, hopefully. SoYma finished his tree on the left-hand side. If I were an elf, which obviously I'm not, I'd always play talents against Grubby. Just to trigger some PTSD. I know I can't win, right? Because I'm me. But just to be annoying. For the small chance of a nervous breakdown on a ladder game. But yeah, as long as SoYma doesn't crack that expansion and keeps Grubby in check a little more so that the raiders can't hit his base, he won't win this game. Nice save as well. Again and again and again. These anti-air solutions are not enough.
We're under attack.
But also kudos to SoYma, who had his bases threatened 5-6 times. Lost one expo attempt, but the tree wasn't finished. That bear. RIP. 07 to that bear. Alright, never find an orc at a fountain. I don't know if that's necessarily still true in 2025. Depending on what the enemy army is. Shadowhunter's in a little bit of trouble here, and we see once again full force Demon Hunter with immolation. Raiders falling, bears falling. For the first time in a while, the supply is actually even or in favor of SoYma. Level 4 now for the crit. And again, if only he would be able to kill that Zeppelin. Another Kodo falling. Ay, ay, ay. SoYma showing his mechanics here. You actually can fight orcs at fountain. And the keeper is a little bit that sacrificial lamb this game. Another hero kill, unfortunately, but standing tall on the ground is SoYma, and this time we're on even basis. These Kodos have not eaten. This one has. DFB Magic, thank you for your prime. Potions are kind of nice to get out of Entangle. Interesting to not see Mirror Image against Entangle at all. Like one level.
We're under attack. Ready to ride.
Mass Kodos. Mass Kodos and Zeppelins, man. I think it is a play that Lin did a couple of times. Nice to see Grubby is embracing that as well. More and more usages on Zeppelins, right? Sock brings them. And Kodos around! Keck! That's rough. Finally getting rid of that pesky Zeppelin. And that's damage done already. There's no real safe way of getting out of here. No big potential for damage. Oh. Shibo Xeno, thank you for your prime.
We're under attack.
It's just Raiders. I was so sure he would transition to Walkers at some point. But hey, Math Kodos it is, right? Why use Walkers who have good damage but still take time when you just kill a bear in one click? Okay, Dryads forward, that's not where you want them to be. Very, very squishy. The bears still pose a threat, and that is 1, 2, 3 Raiders about to fall, Blade about to fall, a kingdom for a heal scroll or more heal wards. There is a chance maybe to threaten this Demon Hunter a little bit, but Rejuve again. Shadow Hunter back with that set heal scroll. Great minds think alike. And that Demon Hunter is pretty comfortable, I gotta say. Oof, the supply is lying though. Dryads almost losing the keeper. Dryads in the belly, bears in the belly, 1 Kodo dead. What do you have to subtract? 4 supply there, 3 supply there. Oh, we're towering the middle. Any chance for Chims then? Love that he double checks. If the Knight is coming for another creep jack, we've been there before.
Ready to ride. We're under attack.
Keeper, naked. Demon Hunter could pass a potion and the redo. That's the problem, right? You're playing only Kodos and Raiders, so you don't have to spell at all. So you can't deal with redo. When something's redo, it's basically unkillable. Uh-oh. SH dead. Blade maybe as well. Is there a way not to die? Oh yeah, he is, when SoYma is completely ignoring him because he wants his bear back. Well, that is 12 supply. Oh, goddamn. 21,000 damage Demon Hunter. How can anyone argue in good faith that this hero is not the best hero in the game? I'm very conservative when it comes to statements like this, like best unit, best ability, whatever. To me, I wouldn't even allow a discussion. How to get back now? He has no summons, he has no aura. What do you need summons for? To creep, take damage during creeping, and to do damage during creeping, mostly. So the Demon Hunter can take damage because he's an agility hero with insane amount of armor, and he's doing the damage with Immo. And then he heals it back up at the Moon. Well, that's like a resummon. So what do you need summons for? He is the summon. I gotta say, this game It feels like Grubby was toying with SoYma for a long time. But at some point, the kodos just weren't working anymore.
Work complete. Work complete.
Oh my god, that's so many towers. With spikes too. It's actually not too easy for the bears to break that base. Need need demon form or chimeras. And chimeras are coming. Let's go. And then with raiders, depending on the position, there's huge potential to snipe something big.
Work complete.
I laugh in the face of danger.
Lack of anti-air by SoYma is, by the way, also remarkable. He dealt with the first Zeppelin after many minutes. Maybe knowing Grubby a little bit, a hippogriff is in order. SoYma seems to be a bit clueless what to do now. And Grubby, yep, sees the chimeras. How to counter the chimeras now? Bro, if he turns this game around, that's like half a miracle. Chimera, he really wants this roost. Oh, SoYma though. Nice timing. It is truly great to see how much SoYma has grown as a player. We got bears here for defense. Chimera's holding. Or the roost's holding. What do the mains say? The mains are empty. SoYma's expansion was, of course, a lot later. Trying bats? I don't really know the calculation of chimeras and bats. At what point it becomes unusable. Usable. Against griffins is between 2 and 3 armor upgrades. Against destroyers, the same.
Brutolia.
You need 3 bats for 1 chim with no upgrades.
We're under attack.
Wow. God damn. Okay, I guess if you know that you have the economy lead, maybe. Big Tree of Eternity hits here. Is SoYma microing that? Not ideally. Very important that he's trying to snipe the base. Peons suffering. Bears cannot attack these buildings, really. They take way too much damage.
Our town is under attack.
Game on a knife's edge here. Chimera is here. Oh no! Rip Mara. It must be enough damage, right? There's a second end snare for sure. Oh, that's so expensive. That's so expensive. But the bears... Oh, sorry. I take back what I said. Of course they can attack the towers because there is rejuvenation. And there was a demon hunter. And there is no more Great Hall. But there's also no more Night Elf base. SoYma's supply block. 400 gold supply block. But how do you deal with the demon? How do you? Has to be building elimination at this point.
Ready
Zap crashes. Do your best. Social distance from this predator demon hunter. He did bad things and you know it. And try to hit the base. That's the only way. Oh, but we're getting caught. Yeah, instant TP. Instant TP. This base is gone. And SoYma has 1 minute till the next metamorph. Rebuilding everything. The Chimera roosts are still there. 1,000 gold though. Super conservative. Who's SoYma? Grandmaster player from Ukraine. I would say strongest Ukraine player at the moment.
Ready to ride.
Playing no Dispel against Ritu and Entangle is a choice, by the way. That's a choice. So every Entangle should be a kill. Going for the Keeper and getting rid of Entangle would open up the game a little more. But just a little. Entangle. Uh-oh. SH has a TP though, but it gets very expensive.
Our gold mine is running low.
Metamorph! Oh, he kills him with the Metamorph in range to not be forced to go into the base. From outside, basically. Through windows, through stone through the windows. Oh, no Shadowhunter. If there was level 6, I'd say Grubby has the brain to finish this with Bladestorm.
We're under attack.
Oh, that's nasty. One blade against the world. If only he had Reju himself, huh? 7.6 armor. But that blade only has 7 seconds. Big crit, 244. Oh, he's trying everything. It doesn't matter. As long as there's Reju. Town portal. Focus. Oof. Wait, what? Okay, with the bat, you might get it.
Our town is under attack.
Every hit is more HP thanks to Vampora. Unfortunately. Grubby is out of gold. Shadowhunter comes back.
Ready to ride.
Slow. But yeah, orcs need gold to get HP back. So he needs the 2 raiders to control the dryads. Get an in-roll potion. As I say, man, with Bladestorm, I can somewhat see him do lots of damage. Like Bladestorm mirror image, lame his way out of it.
Want to see something real scary? We're under attack.
But Demon Hunter just chilling at home. Nice by SoYma. To not give Grubby a way back. He had the lead for quite some time. Since the fight on the left-hand side, I would say, more or less. And the fights were getting better and better. Wait. Wait, 1 crit. Oh, no way! Ah! The demon's dead!
Town is under attack.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god! That's level 6, that's Bladestorm!
We're under
If he... Does he have he doesn't have the mana, unfortunately. If he had the mana, he could snipe the altar. I don't know if that's worth it. But he's forced into 2 windwalks. That's rough. Blade has the town portal. Wants another kill, maybe? What are we doing here? Town portal, yeah. And hack. Poor Raider. 07. And despite the Demon Hunter kill, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. SoYma wins this one. Oh, what a match, though. Really, really, really cool reminder to the beginning of the match where I said, oh, this matchup is oftentimes kind of slow and, you know, it doesn't do too much and takes a long time to set up. And then these guys at one point decided to keep brawling. Feels good, man. Feels good.